Glad to have you with us from Music City, USA, Nissan Stadium in Nashville. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. This is a huge opportunity for their team. Making it to the college football playoff last year has proven to them that they can compete with any team in the country. But now they've got to do it again. They've got to show that that was not just a one-year fluke and that they can be consistently great. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So the Ole Miss Rebels kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Off from the shotgun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly.
Here's a little room there. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Trying the left side. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking at a third down and short from the 33. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Gets it out fast. Oh, out of space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Running inside, it's Lacey. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Throws to the wideout. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Throwing, Underwood, looking to buy time. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw. Hauls it in. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Let's see what they do on third down. Underwood. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on second and short. There's some room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got 48 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Ole Miss! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Marshall. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
And no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire play.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. A run for the quarterback. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, they're after him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You're going to get some of this with this guy, and that's okay. You live with it as an offense. He'll make some big, enormous plays for your team. But this time, man, just too much dancing. Trying to make a big play, trying to get out of the situation. Nice job by the defense corralling him and getting him on the ground.
Underwood from the gun on third down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Rebels offense is back on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacy. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's going to let it go. Upstairs to make the catch.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacy. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the 1st half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping it. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but...
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the 1st half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker. And
he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And we got our first break of the game, right? First break of serve. You've seen 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. And finally, the defense makes a play in this football game, forcing the fourth down. Now getting the ball back to your offense, but hopefully they can stay high.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Cook. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the wideout. Oh, maybe a double pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Direct snap. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Sooners with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. Maybe a crease. Fights off a defender. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Lacey. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Underwood fires to the right. Complete on the comeback. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it on the move, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! The extra point here would tie the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Right back to the well. Picks up the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Fires toward the target. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Here's Underwood to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Rush is on him. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They're going to throw it to start the drive. With the catch, it's Lacey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Zings it complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
To the air on 2nd down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
So surprised. We have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Lacey. Touchdown, Rebels. And that one will give them the lead. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
The sure hands, it's Marshall. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Back has it. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Snap to the back. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done. He said first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense time.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it set up on the outside. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Throwing, Underwood. Pocket breaking down. On target. At the 40, there he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He goes right back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Underwood. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Great job by the defense there tackling the catch. If that receiver breaks a tackle, he's getting the first down. So nice job by the defense surrounding the ball carrier and getting him to the ground. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. They got him
Gets a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
I just love when running backs make those decisions, and then they get close to the sideline. Some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit, but I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
Right back to him on the ground. Got a little grass. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And you got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And you got to bang the timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Makes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have 1 timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Underwood to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw again. Got his man. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And on offense, you need a touchdown now to win this football game, obviously. I like the call of running the ball, trying to keep the defense off balance here, but you got to keep it up. You're going to have to mix up your looks and see if you can keep this defense guessing.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Makes the grab on the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game. Let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Makes a catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Massive score now. Massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy. Nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing, using his feet to buy time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to pass, a clock an enemy. Working that left side now. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like,